After finding Ned's skull in the biscuit tin, Troy goes to sleep and has a dream. In his dream, he meets his grandfather Walter, and Walter tells him to give the skull that's in the biscuit tin to the elder Jackie at Lake Greenhill. Troy then packs the skull and the biscuit tin and the VCR in the back of the station wagon, and he, Betsy and Neville travel to Arthur's campsite next to Lake Greenhill, where they take the skull from the back of the station wagon and the VCR and put it on the table. The family then gather around and have a cup of tea before Troy and Betsy head off to the side of the lake to meet Jackie and Tracy with Ned's skull. They embrace and say hello again, and Troy gives Jackie Ned's skull in the Arnott's biscuit tin. Jackie heads off in the evening with the tin. Walter hands the biscuit tin to the elder Jackie at the sacred spirit fire under the full moon. Jackie then presents Ned's skull to the sacred fire, and everyone is gathering around. He opens the tin and says sacred incarnations around the tin, and Ned appears without his head in his armoured suit. They gather leaves for a sacred smoking ceremony, and the smoke starts to fill the air. The skull and the envelope and the scarves and the Eureka flag are all ready to go. Jackie then presents the skull to the fire, and the skull flies out into the air and is hidden in the smoke of the fire under the full moon. Ned is led into the smoke by Bluey the dog. Ned becomes fully immersed in the healing smoke of the fire. He's fully engaged, and even the dog disappears. And all of a sudden, Ned appears with the envelope, the Eureka flag, Ned embraces Jackie as he gets out of the fire, and then he hands Walter his Collingwood football scarf and the envelope, and Walter opens the envelope and reads the note from Betsy, but on the back of the note there is a letter from the University of Edinburgh that Jackie spots, and Jackie reads the letter, and the letter says, "To Mr. Campbell Gamble, the Victorian Historical Society. Dear Campbell, thank you for arranging Tootsie Small's visit to the Anatomical Museum. Lord Haw-Haw, who is the primary owner of the collection of the 6 Aboriginal skulls that your society is seeking to display in Melbourne, on the 3rd full moon of the next year, on the March equinox, has approved your request, and we will act as the agent for the transfer of the exhibit to the National Gallery of Victoria. In addition, we will also supply the 3D scans we have available of the skulls for your research purposes. The estimated cost of packing and transporting the exhibit is £100,000. Please confirm the acceptance of our offer and we will provide you with our account details and begin to arrange for the collection to arrive in Australia 6 weeks prior to the event in order to provide the time required to prepare for the display of the skulls to your organisation. Yours sincerely, Dorothy Slaughterhouse, Director of Indigenous Artefacts, University of Edinburgh, Anatomical Museum. More leaves are added to the fire, and everybody is happy. Ned is dancing with the Eureka flag, and there is a great celebration because we may get some more heads back in the future.